Talking a lot lately about firefighters and their health, and sadly, it's not uncommon for firefighters to develop certain forms of cancer that have been linked to what they're exposed to while fighting fires.
However, a Valley firefighter has created something to try to help keep firefighters healthy. So Kim is in Queen Creek to tell us all about this. Good morning, Kim.
Good morning to you guys. Well, we've had a number of firefighter deaths recently, all involving cancer. You remember Phoenix firefighter Brian Beck Jr., Phoenix firefighter Rick Tellis, and Mesa firefighter Nikki Sullivan. Cancer is the #1 cause of death when it comes to firefighters in the line of duty. So one former El Mirage firefighter is trying to do something about that. You have created the Ranky Decon kit. I'm joined by Ed Cunningham this morning. Ed, tell us a little bit about why you created this kit.
Well, we started creating the kit based on really some uncommon knowledge that most of our exposure comes from our gear once we exit the structure. Our gear is just saturated with these carcinogens, toxins, and poisons. So our goal was to be able to create a kit that would give a complete decontamination of our gear, and then afterwards our skin as well, before we even come off air.
Okay, so once a firefighter comes out of the building, the structure fire, this is what he would go through. What is happening here?
Okay, so what Joe's doing right now is he's actually spraying down the gear. He's remaining on air to limit his exposure. And the True Decon compound will now begin soaking in and binding with and breaking down basically all the chemicals, toxins, and poisons that are on the gear. So the gear will be safe to remove in as little as 3 minutes.
Okay, so now I'm joined this morning by Phoenix firefighter Creston Ludlow, who's also the creator of Fire Wipes. You've partnered with Ed to create something to protect the skin. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, we created the Fire Wipes and partnered with Ed with First Responder Decon and True Decon, the stuff that they're spraying on the gear right now. Our product's actually for the person and for their skin themselves. We are exposed to those contaminants and we're not able to take a shower till we get back to the station. So what we've created is a wipe that's used for field decon, personal hygiene, allows us to clean those things off and really minimize the absorption into the skin and the exposure.
Ed, what's currently being used to clean off firefighting gear for the departments that don't have these kits?
So most of the departments right now are using a really common dish soap with a brush scrubbing it, which actually the abrasiveness of that can be pretty harsh on our gear, and a real common citrus-based cleaner, which seems to be popular amongst most of them. That's really about it. Some subscribe to the deluge theory where if you just put enough water on it, you'll get it off. But we have learned that stuff like arsenic and cyanide will embed itself down even to the thread, which is one of the most important things that we're finding out from the new Baylor study that we will be releasing here in the next 2 weeks.
Okay, and within that study, just a 4x4 square of a turnout that a firefighter was wearing when he or she exited the building showed that there were about 30 carcinogens within that just little square of cloth. So that study is set to be released towards the end of June. Queen Creek Fire Department is one of the Valley fire departments that is now using the Ranky Decon kit. So we'll talk to one of their chiefs about why they've adopted this and a little bit about who Ranky is, Captain Dave Ranky, the namesake for these kits. That's all coming up in the next hour of Good Morning Arizona. Live in Queen Creek, I'm Kim Quintero for Arizona's Family.
As if their job isn't hard enough, then to
Right.
have to worry about cancer.
One more thing to think about
gosh.
and for the families as well. Kim, thanks so much.